Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Arief Nazran bin Nor Azahar, student number 202447884. Before diving deeper into the main topic, let's take a look first at the historical background of the Federal Land Development Authority, or what is commonly known as Felda, and how it has played a significant role in rural development in Malaysia. Firstly, Felda was officially established on the 1st July 1956 under the Land Development Ordinance 1956, which was later revised and replaced by the Land Development Act 1956. The main purpose of its establishment was to eradicate poverty and reduce economic inequality, especially among the rural communities. This initiative was led by Tun Abdul Razak Hussein, who at the time served as the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Rural Development. His vision was to improve the socio-economic status of rural population by opening up new land areas and resettling rural communities in a more structured and productive environment. In its early stages, Felda mainly functioned as an advisory and coordinating body only. It assisted the government in planning rural development, managing funds, and supporting state-level land development projects. Felda also provided financial assistance to settlers to help them start their new lives. The first Felda project began in Air Lanas, Kelantan in 1957, which focused on mixed crops such as rubber and cocoa. This was followed by the opening of Lurah Bilut in Pahang in 1958, which became the first major settlement involving hundreds of settlers. Felda'S role became stronger with the introduction of Land Group Settlement Areas Act 1960, which standardized of the development of settlement schemes and accelerated the land expansion. Later, under the new economic policy introduced in the 1970, Felda expanded further by opening more plantation areas, particularly and especially for oil palm cultivation. However, by 1990, Felda stopped recruiting new settlers, having successfully established over 300 settlements nationwide. In 1996, Felda underwent a major transformation through privatization, shifting from a welfare-based agency to a more commercially driven organization. This led to the creation of several corporate entities, including Felda Holdings and Felda Global Ventures. After that being said, Felda has evolved from a rural development agency into a major contributor to Malaysia's economic growth. Therefore, this study will further explore Felda'S efforts, achievements, and the challenges it faces today.
Assalamualaikum and good days to Madam Hazaria. My name is Nurin Batrisya binti Wahid, student number 2024662128. So next, I will proceed to the next part, which is efforts of Felda in Malaysia rural economic development. The first one is the establishment of KPF. So KPF was established on July 1st, 1980 with a powerful mission, which is to offer democratic wealth ownership. It allowed settlers and Felda staff to acquire equity directly in Felda'S Commission subsidiaries. This was a massive shift, turning farmers into direct corporate stakeholders. Financially, KPF has acted as an incredible cushion. Between 2022 and 2025, KPF distributed over 1.2 billion ringgit in dividends and capital payouts. Settlers enjoyed highly competitive and stable annual dividend rates of between 5 until 7%. Currently, KPF is undergoing an asset rationalization phase. This restructuring is crucial to secure sustainable multi-generational liquidity and financial continuity. KPF remains a remarkable example of how cooperative wealth and stabilize rural communities. Rather than letting rural migration happen at random, Felda introduced meticulously planned master communities. Each settlement was structured around systematic land management led by a dedicated manager and local employees, ensuring both daily life and agricultural operations ran like clockwork. The primary goals here were poverty alleviation and income security. By moving landless, low-income families into these planned districts, Felda replaced economic uncertainty with structured palm oil and rubber agriculture, providing immediate and reliable income streams. But Felda'S masterstroke was its commitment to human and social capital. It built schools, malls and community halls and provided scholarships. This didn't just uplift single households, it raised an educated, literate generation capable of moving into professional careers, redefining the rural paradigm.
So another effort of Felda is land development. Land development refers to improving land so it can be used more productively for the society. It involves clearing land, building infrastructure and supportive agriculture which help boost economic growth and improve pupil livelihood. In Malaysia, this effort was strengthened with the establishment of the Federal Land Development Authority or Felda in 1956. Felda was created to reduce poverty and develop rural areas by providing land and opportunities for farming communities. Through Felda, large areas of land were developed into plantation, especially oil palm and rubber, which became an important source of income for rural people. This also created job opportunities and supported Malaysia's agricultural sector. A key example is Felda Jengke in Pahang, where forest land was transformed into a major agricultural settlement. It's equipped with infrastructure such as housing, roads, school and healthcare facilities, and plantation activities are managed systematically. Overall, Felda has improved rural development by increasing income, creating jobs, reducing poverty, and contributing to Malaysia's socio-economic growth. Next is developing agricultural projects. The Federal Land Development Authority or Felda plays an important role in developing structures agricultural projects for settlers. It focuses on proper planning, management of agricultural activities, especially in rural areas, to increase productivities and improve rural livelihoods. Felda develops large-scale plantations such as oil palm and rubber, which transform rural land into productive economic areas. These plantations provide settlers with stable income, improve their standard of living, and support rural economic growth. In addition, Felda introduced modern farming technologies such as improved seed, fertilizer, pest control method, and machinery. This innovation help increase crop yields and ensure long-term sustainability in agriculture. Felda also provides technical assistance and continuous training program. This helps settlers gain knowledge and skill in modern farming, making them more efficient and productive in managing their land. Overall, Felda has successfully transformed rural areas into productive economic zones. It has created job opportunities, increased income level, reduced unemployment, and contribute significantly to Malaysia's socio-economic development.
One of the major challenges faced by Felda is the economic preferences of the second and third generation. Most young people are no longer interested in continuing agricultural activities such as oil palm and rubber plantation. Instead, they prefer to migrate to urban areas in search of jobs that provide more stable income and better career opportunities. This situation caused a shortage of young labor in the plantation sector, which reduced productivity and agricultural output. Besides that, some agricultural land become poorly managed because the younger generation is not interested in managing family farm. As a result, the sustainability of rural economic development become weaker. Although Felda has introduced programs such as entrepreneurship opportunities and young development initiatives, many young people still prefer urban employment.
Next, one of the major challenges faced is overdependence on government support. Many settlers rely heavily on financial aid and subsidy provided by the government. While this support is helpful, it can lead to a lack of financial independence among the settlers. As a result, they may become less motivated to improve their own productivity or explore new business opportunities. In addition, too much government interventions can limit their autonomy in decision making. This means they are not fully in control of their own economic activity. Overall, this overdependence can reduce efficiency and slow down innovations, making it hard for Felda communities to stay competitive in the long term. Okay, another important issue is technological constraint. Many settlers have a low adoption of modern technology, especially in agriculture and business operation. This is mainly due to limited exposure and lack of digital skills. Furthermore, younger generation who are more skilled in technology tend to migrate to urban areas. This creates a shortage of skilled workers in rural Felda settlement. Because of this, productivity decreases and it's become difficult for these communities to compete with more advanced agricultural sector. In conclusion, improving digital skills and encouraging technology adoption are crucial to enhance productivity and ensure long-term sustainability.
Finally, let's move to the last slide, which is modern capacity and management gaps. As Felda transition management from central authorities to local committees, several capability bottlenecks have emerged. First, we see critical technical deficits. Local leaders often struggle with systematic planning. For example, a local cooperative might try a high-tech fertigation farming project, but without advanced agricultural and engineering skill, the crops fail. This is worsened by coordination silos between village committees, youth wings, and women's groups. Second, there are serious financial and social risks. Many communities lack financial management skills, leading to premature grant exhaustions and uncompetitive contract rates, which leaves nothing for ongoing maintenance. Socially, there is a dangerous over-reliance on a tiny cycle of aging leaders, creating burnout and failing to engage second and third generation residents. To secure a sustainable future, Felda communities must transition to long-term business models. Future policies must prioritize continuous capacity building, giving local leaders the precise accounting, management, and technical tools they need to operate independently. In summary, while Felda'S historical legacy in financial and land planning is unmatched, its future survival depends on empowering its people with modern skills.
Despite facing several challenges, Felda has also achieved many positive impact on rural economic development in Malaysia. Through various economic and agriculture initiatives, Felda achieved increase in settler income, improvement of job opportunities, improved rural community access to education, and improvement of quality life in rural communities. One of the major achievements of Felda in rural economic development is the increase in settler income. Through agro-economic development program, Felda has successfully transformed many rural communities from low-income group into the community with a more stable and sustainable income. This achievement clearly shows the effectiveness of Felda economic planning and agriculture development strategies. According to the Felda Economic Review 2023, settler income increased by 68% from 2,500 ringgit per month in 2015 to 4,200 ringgit per month in 2023. This increase proves that Felda initiative have positively impact to the financial well-being of settlers and their families. Besides that, Felda also introduced a centralized farm management system. This system helped improve efficiency in collecting, processing, and marketing agricultural products. As a result, settlers are able to receive better return from the agricultural activities. Furthermore, The modernization of the agriculture sector also contribute to the higher productivity and better crop quality. The use of the modern technology and systematic farm management help to increase palm oil production and improve economic return for settlers. At the same time, stable palm oil price not only benefit to the settler but also contribute to the national economy because palm oil remain one of the Malaysian major export products. Therefore, it's clear that Felda has successfully improved the economic status and living standard of rural settlers through increased income and better agricultural management. Another important achievement of Felda in Malaysia rural economic development is improvement of job opportunities. Felda has created many job opportunities for settlers and local communities to the development of plantation sectors such as oil palm and rubber. Besides plantation work, Felda also created employment opportunities in areas such as agricultural product processing, farm management, transportation, and support service. These economic activities help to increase workforce participation in rural areas and reduce unemployment among local communities. At the same time, the development carried out by Felda also helped to reduce the development gap between urban and rural areas. In addition, Felda contributes to the growth of small and medium-sized business in rural areas. As the population in Felda settlement increase, more local business such as grocery store, transportation service, food business, and entrepreneurship activity begin to grow. This situation helps stimulate local economic activities and provide additional source of income for community. Furthermore, the palm oil industry also become one of the main contributors to employment opportunities in Malaysia. Reports show that its industry provides jobs to more than 3 million people through its supply chains, including smallholder and workers involved in related industry. Therefore, it's clear that Felda has played an important role in strengthening the rural economic structure in a sustainable and comprehensive way through employment creation and economic activity. Felda has improved the living standard and economic stability of rural community. In conclusion, despite facing several challenges, Felda continues to contribute significantly to Malaysia rural economic development through income improvement and improvement of job opportunities.
Other than improvement of job opportunities, Felda also has improved the rural community access to education. In developing rural areas, Felda does not only focus on increasing income through agriculture but also places strong emphasis on education as a long-term strategy to improve the standard of living and break the cycle of poverty among rural communities. Education plays a crucial role because studies have shown that low levels of education are closely linked to poverty and low income, especially in rural areas, as limited access to education restricts the employment opportunities and reduces upward mobility. A clear example of Felda'S initiative is the establishment of Mara Junior Science College or the MRSM Ulul Albab Felda Rolak in Perak, which began its operation in 2007. This institution was introduced by the Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Najib Razak, who was the Deputy Prime Minister at that time, in collaboration with Mara and Felda. The aim was to produce a new generation of knowledgeable and highly skilled Felda youth. This institution provides high-quality education by integrating academic excellence with religious learning through the Ulul Albab program. The program aims to produce individuals who are not only intellectually capable but also spiritually balanced. The success of this initiative can be clearly seen through the achievement of its students. For example, students from the MRSM Ulul Albab Felda Rolak won the Golden Diploma Award at the 2025 International Wind Orchestra Festival in Prague, as reported by Bernama. This achievement proves that students from rural areas are capable of competing at global level. Hence, Felda'S investments in education has not only improved access to education for rural communities but also increased their opportunities to escape poverty and achieve a better standard of living in the future.
Next point is improve the quality of life of rural communities. The Federal Land Development Authority or Felda has significantly improved the quality of life of rural communities in Malaysia through its development program. It has successfully raised living standard and brought positive change in many aspects of life. One of the main impact is the increase in income and employment opportunities. Many rural families now have a stable source of income from agricultural activities, especially in plantation. This has helped them escape poverty and achieve better economic security. In addition, Felda has improved housing, education and access to basic facilities such as water, electricity, healthcare and transportation. These improvements have made rural life more comfortable and sustainable. Felda also improved connectivity between rural and urban areas, making it easier for communities to access markets, schools, and public service. These have reduced rural isolation and increased participation in economic activities. Furthermore, Felda encouraged local involvement in agriculture, creating more job opportunities for local youth. This helped reduce unemployment and prevent rural to urban migration by providing stable jobs within rural areas. Overall, Felda supports sustainable rural development by improving infrastructure and promoting efficient land use. It enhances both economic and social well-being, contributing to Malaysia's long-term national development.
In conclusion, Felda has played a vital role in supporting rural economic development in Malaysia since its establishment in 1956. Through initiatives such as land resettlement, agricultural development and the establishment of corporate entities, Felda has significantly improved the income levels, employment opportunities and overall quality of life of rural communities. Its contribution to poverty eradication is especially noteworthy as many settlers have successfully achieved stable and sustainable livelihoods. Moreover, Felda'S commitment to education as seen through institutions like MRSM Ulul Albab Felda Torla highlights its holistic approach in not only developing the economy but also nurturing knowledgeable and competitive future generations. However, challenges such as low youth participation, reliance on government support and technological limitation must be addressed to ensure long-term sustainability. Therefore, continuous improvement through innovation, youth engagement and stronger management practices is essential. Overall, Felda stands as one of the most successful rural development models in Malaysia, contributing not only to poverty reductions and improved living standards but also to the nation's broader economic growth and prosperity.